No way, really? Y'all don't fuck with Russell?
Fuck no.
Why don't you fuck with Russell?
Massive ideological disagreements.
Isn't he liberal?
No, he's like a populist type guy. Like thinks like the government and corporations and everybody are trying to like screw over everybody at all points in time.
You don't think the government's trying to screw over people?
No, I don't think so.
Well, like, I feel that, but look at it like this. Is there really a big difference between Republicans and Democrats?
Yes, there's a world of difference.
But then it's like, okay, I feel that. Publicly, like, media-wise, there's a big difference. But then behind closed doors, when these niggas are at parties, aren't they all at the same parties? Chilling with each other, rubbing shoulders with each other, all this and that?
Yeah, but I don't really care if people do it at parties. I'm worried about how they vote. And they vote very differently. They support and vote for different policies.
Yeah, I totally get that. But what I'm saying is, like, these people, when they're in Congress and stuff and yelling at each other, it's all like show and everything.
That's not show. That's part of working a job. Like, you've got
but it is show because I just seen a TikTok of a congressman. He was talking about when the media is not in the Congress rooms, those same motherfuckers that are like yelling and stuff, they're the most chill people. But whenever those cameras come in there, that's when they put on the biggest show. So what I'm just saying is, like, you have all these different, like, well, really you only have two. You have the Republican side and then you have the Democrat side. And it's like, you know, everybody's split. And it's like, how do you divide people? You have to divide and conquer. If everybody's united,
no, this is all like conspiracy shit that sounds good, but you're not saying anything. There's nothing really to this, right? The reality is like, if you put me on a stage with Alex Jones, me and him are gonna scream at each other. But he seems like a nice dude. Like, I'd probably get along. We could probably go to dinner and like chill and chat and have fun and like shoot the shit, right? I have with Tim Pool. I fucking did it with Nick Fuentes. Like, you can have massive ideological disagreements with people, and when you're on a stage to fight over those disagreements, you bring that fight out. But that doesn't mean you have to hate the person, right? I have massive ideological differences with you on a lot of shit, but I'm not like, it's not like as soon as you jump in, I'm like, JiDion, we need to talk about your take on voting today. I need to shout at you because you didn't support voting, right? I'm not doing that. Like, that's because we're just like chilling, right? But if you and I like went to a show where the debate was about like the importance of voting, I'm just bringing that because that's one thing we've disagreed on, then yeah, I'd probably be like really fired up. But I think that people can be fired up at their job, at their workplace, or when they're advocating for a thing, but then be like chill afterwards. I think that's possible.
Well, I feel like you and me having disagreements, or you and Alex Jones having disagreements, is completely different than politicians having disagreements. You know, I'm not saying they have to hate each other, but the fact that they're like all buddy behind the scenes, I think it just goes to show that this is just like all one big act at the end of the day, and it's to like just have everybody divided and stuff like that.
How would they not be buddy though? They all work in the same job. They probably all have a lot of shared experiences. They probably all got a bunch of shit that they can like relate to each other on. Like,
yeah. That's the point. It's like, how can they not be buddy? But then when you publicly ask them about each other, they'll, you know, get on each other's ass and say the worst stuff. But then behind closed doors, it was like, oh man, you saw what I said about you today? Oh yeah, man, that was funny. Yo, that's gonna hit a lot of headlines. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I mean, like, I've had these exact same fucking conversations with people off stream before. Me and SNEAKO kind of do it a little bit. Me and, I guess, like, Fuentes, or me and Lauren Southern, or me and, there's been other people that have had big disagreements with. We're, like, fighting, like, tweets are going, like, fucking viral, like, shitting at each other. And then, like, you meet, you chat, and you chill or whatever afterwards. Like, yeah, like, I got you really good on that tweet or whatever. Like, yeah. But it's not, like, disingenuous. It's not like you're lying about it. It's just, you can have like dual relationships. Like, oh, we're like friendly, we're chill, like, because personally we're personable to each other. But like when we're advocating for the ideas we believe in, obviously we have huge disagreements. Like, I don't think there's anything insincere. The issue that you're bringing out, in my opinion, what would be really bad is if somebody had a huge disagreement with somebody, they're like screaming at each other, shouting at each other, and then when it came time for them to vote, all of a sudden now all their votes line up. That would be really bad. And that would be like, okay, well, hold on. Now I feel like you motherfuckers are just fucking with us, right? But that's not the case. Like, Republicans and Democrats vote significantly differently across a wide variety of issues.
But the thing about like you and SNEAKO and Nick Fuentes, whatever, is it's like people know there's some form of respect because it's you guys setting up the platform to debate each other. Whereas these politicians, it's like they're put into a room pinned against each other. You know what I mean? That's the big difference. Is at the end of the day, people know that you guys talk behind the scenes and whatnot or whatever. But these politicians, it's perceived as like, oh man, it's on site. It's like low-key, like a UFC organized fight about to happen. You know what I mean?
Sure, but I mean, some people try to undo that, but it's just that's how the voters see it, right? Like when Biden came into office, like I'm pretty sure he said a lot of something going wrong, but he said a lot of nice things about Mitch McConnell, which is like the enemy number one for a lot of Democratic lawmakers and like citizens, constituents. But I'm pretty sure when Biden came into office, like I know McConnell, we worked a lot on the Senate floor. We've gotten a lot of legislation passed together. Like I think some politicians try to push back against that, but obviously younger ones, especially ones who spend a lot of time on social media, are going to be a bit more fiery. But you're not going to survive in Congress if you actually fucking hate half the people there. That lifestyle is going to wear you down like immediately. Nobody could survive that, I think. I don't think it would be healthy for Congress if like AOC and Ted Cruz legitimately fucking hated each other. I think it'd be a bad area for people to try to pass legislation. And I think that's also one of the reasons why like people like AOC were so upset when Ted Cruz was kind of sort of supporting like the January 6th stuff, because she's like, listen, we disagree with each other and we're politicians, I understand that, but like you're literally supporting people that like came like calling for my head, that like wanted to try to kill me. Like it's not chill.
I'm not gonna lie, AOC's a baddie, but